Okay, so you don't have an AC of 26. Got it. All right, let's go ahead and give you all a recap of what happened last time. It was a little bit of a doozy. So last time, Ripple received two messages. His old friend Booth. Booth was stating that he was going with a group of people that an investor, like a private investor, put together to an asteroid that was mined for element zero, uh, short ESO, if you the lingo on that, and hope to speed up the repairs for the Mass Effect plays throughout the universe. Opold was assigned to go back to Kaji to help his ambassador with a situation that was important. Opold's path of being a fellow ambassador, Hanar, and Leyland, the Solarian crew member, was away on a mission to deal with Drell assassins led by Hanar. But he was brought back to whenever the crew needed to deal. So in this case, the crew arrived at the asteroid mining facility, and alarms were going off every now and then. So it that obviously like a need to evacuate. So ventured further in and discovered something horrifying. So they saw some dead miners scattered throughout the facility. The crew noticed the miners had some sort of mutation, and on further investigation, one of the body suddenly twitched abnormally and appeared to be kind of like a husk from Mass Effect game. Um, they got into a fight and they were a bit tough, but eventually the group came out victorious. As they went to the lower levels of the mining facility, Booth was found, but unfortunately he lost his life to that mutation. He left a hollow video for whoever played it, and basically Booth said that he knows Cerberus was the one responsible for this, and he was still around to help fight against Cerberus. And you all did examine the body, making sure that it wasn't contagious or anything like that. And given the condition of everyone that you've seen, it isn't contagious. It's more of a mutagen. So obviously mutations and all that. So um, that is pretty much where we left off. We all decided to bring the body back. I think you all said that recorded footage for the council and everything of what's going on. Um, and that's where we left off. I think you all were heading back to the ship. And what do you want to do from there? Yes, you all grab the body. Well, if you're bringing in obviously a body that's going to be contaminated and whatever, going through a decontamination process. So, uh, but the others that are in that mining facility, obviously, you probably can't deal with all of that. So you probably want to send a message to the Citadel, or somebody that will help clean that up. And obviously, they'll send the right team for that. Yeah. I, Yeah, so they sent the message, and they did relay back that they'll send a team out. And like from what you see around there, I mean, you could stay if you wanted to, but you don't see any immediate danger, like maybe servers are coming back or anything like that. You don't see anything like that. Like scanners don't show anything like that. So if you wanted to, yeah, it's safe to leave. Yeah, he's like giving you like detailed instructions, even though you know what you're doing. Yep. Yeah, you see a couple people coming down, kind of bringing the welder tools and stuff. Okay. 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 I'm just gonna roll to see how good they do. Just because, you're like over explaining and they're just trying to concentrate. They did pretty bad. They rolled a two. Yeah. Yeah, so they're like, they're all panicking and all this shit because you kept talking about it and over, thinking their process, and they're like kind of welding, and then they fucking sneeze or something, and while they're welding, there's like a mark that shouldn't be there. uh, Let me see. Yeah, we figured that out. It's like the image URL HTML code. Um, Engineering. You could do engineering with advantage since you're like being a hot shot. Oh, 22. That's good. So you're like, step away. Yeah. You're like, step away. Let me show you. So it took you, a fraction of a time, obviously, from what they're doing. Even though there's like three, four, five different people, because they're all like panicking and everything. It's like, look, it's like this, and then it took a fraction of the time, and it's welded pretty good, pretty solid. And yeah, they're all like panicking and shit, and then they're like, okay, all right. Jesus. All right. So you see them kind of nodding, kind of looking at each other, and walk away kind of slowly, with a sad demeanor. But they're heading over to the ship. And Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. For democracy. Um, so eventually, that's done. You welded the doors, and obviously you informed the cleanup crew about it, and you know, they'll bring the proper tools for all that shit. So, all right. Yeah. Anybody else want to do anything before I guess you head to the Citadel? I'm assuming that's where you're going. Okay. 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 Yeah. No worries. So yeah. Eventually, God damn it. Eventually, it took probably about 2 hours or so, but they showed up. No, no. Again, there's nothing indicating on the scanners or anything like that that there's any bad guys out there in space. So that's all good. Looks like whatever Cerberus did whatever they wanted and leave. Um, and the cleanup crew showed up, and you informed them the details. They acknowledged it, and they did their work. They're you know slowly cleaning up the area, and they're properly equipped. And you all are safely out of that asteroid once you explained everything. And again, you all are going to the Citadel, right? Yeah. Okay. So once you go in, the pilot will go ahead and plot the coordinates to go back to the Citadel, and uh, you all are going to fly over there. And if you need to rest, you can. Obviously, you're free to rest here. It's going to be about 4 or 5 hours to the Citadel. Yeah, you could do a long rest. You're safe here. Yep. Oh yeah. If y'all haven't long rested yet, go ahead and do so. And we'll go ahead and proceed to the Citadel. And yeah, yeah, understandable. Unless you're working out in your room. It's Yosef. That's him. Okay. So yeah, eventually the ship will stop at the Citadel. Um, I'll let you decide if you actually sleep or not. But eventually you land into the docks in the Citadel, and uh, I guess in that sense, you're free to do whatever you want. Ninja lead did mention that he walks in and goes, "I've sent that message to Mason just to make sure he's up to date," and then kind of pretends he has a hat and tips his hat, and then waddles away. But there is no hat. Um, so yeah, he he said that basically he sent the message to Mason letting him know that you all would be arriving soon. Obviously, he didn't uh, get into like the details per se because probably want to debrief himself. So, yeah, Mason is aware that eventually you'll be at his office. Well, apparently it's pretty dreary. he's yeah. You see him kind of like going through his Omni tool, and you know, just drinking some coffee, and he kind of looks at you awkwardly when you are looking at him, and kind of waves like, "Hi, hello." Okay, so I guess everyone's in agreement of the meeting with Mason here. Once everybody was talking about central ideas of what to fight against Cerberus. Um, so y'all gathered around and head towards uh, the office of Mason. He once you walk in, he's a little bandaged still, but obviously he's kind of walking around talking amongst his peers there, and they kind of walked out when they saw you all walk in, and Mason nodded, and you all gathered in there, and he goes, "Well, what happened?" Hmm. I understood. Um, so, what do you know any properties with this sort of husk thing? Are they a lot more aggressive than the other husks, or and like from what you tell from prior, like you've seen, the old Husks before. They were a lot more stronger and aggressive. Well, that's troubling. Gotta send word to. Understood. That is troubling indeed. Gotta go inform the council about all this. Is there any sort of evidence or anything that you can provide? Yeah, you had like a thumb drive of like the messages, and then obviously the footage of so that you have the footage in the thumb drive. Hell yeah. I do agree with that and bring that attention to the council. I mean, well, I think the big move also obviously as well is making sure that we have a solid defense here just in case they were to uh, go over here. But of course, we'll see if we can amass a force with this because you know it, it sounds like we got our hands full with servers, but maybe we'll have some tricks up our sleeves. We dealt with them before, but pretty uh, desperate by them, I guess, so to speak. So, yes, possibly. Why? What are you thinking? Yeah, I mean, we could probably come up with something with that, and that is good that we have the evidence against Cerberus here. We'll probably have to influence the council about this, but it seems like we'll say it's a possibility that we might have access to that. It's a matter of where and if we're able to use it. So I'll get that rolling, and you know, but of course I'll speak with the Spectre team as well, see if they got any connections where other facilities are. Mm-hmm. Okay. No, he is not. Sir. He's he's he, He's like he's like the clone of the elusive man. Um, no, he's definitely not uh Cerberus. Um, he did mention he knows who the Iron Lady is. You remember that? Um, and he takes a deep breath. And um, he'll you know basically rub a finger against his forehead, kind of thinking it through. And then he's like, "All right, here's the deal. I've known this Iron Lady, or as I've known her, as a Commander Adriana Kali. She was a decorated soldier, but when we were getting close to the Reaper Wars, she started to think that the Alliance wasn't doing their best, considering that Shepard was the one leading the pack. I think there was some hint of jealousy on that. But whatever, I don't know the reason, but eventually she went AWOL, and I haven't heard anything from her since. She was very good at her job. She knows what she was doing, you know, led parties, armies to certain facilities that we needed to take care of, Cerberus or, otherwise. But then, um, eventually it seems like, you know, the more I think about it, he probably gotten a bit too power hungry and started to join the Cerberus cause, and then eventually moved up. I mean, it's been what 5 6 years since the Reaper Wars ended. We haven't heard anything from the Elusive Man. We thought he was dead, and then all of a sudden she sprung up. I mean, anything could happen. Probably, I don't know. I that's what I'm thinking, but um, maybe she did not agree with what we were doing. Like I said, I've known that she was like attacking, a good strategist with other facilities, but then um, I did notice a hint of, like I said, jealousy, and then maybe um, not believing on what the alliance was. Maybe she did follow the ideals of the Cerberus cause once the Reaper Wars ended and got up to that. I don't know. I haven't seen her since the Reaper Wars when she went AWOL. No, like I'm sure. Well, I haven't looked into it personally since then. Obviously, I had to recover, but um, I think for me, anyways, maybe she had different identities, and I don't know. Anything is possible in the fucking organizations of different things. So you got, for all I know, maybe one from the Omega. Who knows? I don't know. Um, I would assume that honestly, she probably changed her identity and all that. So, but I know her face. I know her strategy, strategic way. So that is Adriana Colley. Maybe she gone psycho and went to a different identity herself. I don't know. I think it is a good idea to find out um, where Cerberus facilities would be located, small or big. Best to scope out to see if it's a major landmark for them and cripple them that way. I am not sure about the duking part of it because I don't know if they have other uh, collateral damage like other hostages. So stuff like apparently they took Krogan and I don't know what else. So, but that is an option for a worst case scenario. So, I'll get in my side of like talking to Spectre and other people around here, see uh, they know any rumors or hints of where other facilities are. We don't necessarily need to attack them, but if we know that they're a major location, if we cripple them, and then I would think eventually it'll lead up to the main heart of Cerberus, right? One goes to another location, goes to another location, and destroy the core. Sure, there's probably like databases and stuff when we go through all the uh, information from their facilities as well to find out where exactly this headquarters of Cerberus is. I think the plan for me anyway for you all is definitely I'm gonna put in some words and trying to look into different facilities for servers for you all, and then I don't know if you have any other information for us, and I could uh, relay and kind of compare notes, so to speak, to see if you know has been explored or whatever, and we'll do that. Meanwhile, I'll talk with the council and see if we could make sure with this evidence that you provided, we can actually set something up because yeah, this is troubling. Something happened, and we need to put a stop to this for sure. I totally agree with that. This went too far. Yes, be careful, and if you need anything, let us know. The ship looks like it's fully repaired. By the way, I was double checking on the schematics and the repairs on the torrent, and you should be able to use that properly now. Just be careful. Yeah, keep me up to date, and I'll let you know if I got any sort of leads for you all. And again, don't have to necessarily head there to attack or land or anything like that. At least you know gauge at whatever's happening there and go from there. And he nods and salutes at Glenn and everybody else, and said it dismissed. And then so y'all basically got the idea that Mason is okay with attacking servers, but there needs to be a proper plan. That's basically what he was saying. Oh, Omega. Definitely do. Basically trying to like form a mass to, you know, destroy servers as best as possible. That's basically what you're talking about. Mhm. Yeah, you all left. Yeah, you're having the meeting right here in his office. Oh, you all left. Could always send an email. It, yeah. Definitely a lot of tuning going on. Yeah. Okay. And Kirby already sent the email to Crack, so he'll respond soon. Okay. Okay. And I'll say that Crack will reply. Basically, he'll say that Buck Cerberus will send a group to wherever you need. Um, Let us know and help you out, type of thing. So he's on board because Cerberus is a nuisance, and he and his insight would probably be like just play it smart. I know us Krogan would like to kill things, but need to play smart with Cerberus. Don't go in guns blazing like we usually do. Normally they have something heavier than us. basically, Grak replied to you, Grak, or Trebi. Yeah, he just likes to listen to himself, you know. Um, okay. Leland, I would assume you sent a message to STG contacts and everything, right? Okay, just double checking. Yeah. Um. So yeah, they'll help. They're kind of like the same type of message, you know. They don't like Cerberus, and let us know when and where, and we'll gather a team and go. Um, and then like uh, eventually Mason sends a message to everyone, and mentioned that there's a little bit of information, but I'm still kind of further investigating. So I'll let you know if I got something solid for us to go and check out. Yeah, yeah, it's a message from Mason from to everyone, basically saying that he's got some information on um, possible places to go to check out, where Cerberus is, but he doesn't have a definitive answer, so he's kind of further solidifying it. Making sure he got the right coordinates and everything. So I would assume you all are still, you all went back to the ship and kind of discussed these things. So yeah, I don't know if anybody wanted to go out shopping or anything like that, but you have some ship funds to spend. So right now, yeah, you're uh, still docked, and you're just kind of investigating on what to trying to gather forces. So far, we got the Drogon, STG, um, and Drill and everyone probably be contacted. Basically, say the same thing. They'll have it ready. Um, because like Cerberus is obviously like an enemy to everyone. So um, and yeah, currently you're still docked, and trying to figure out what to do next. Uh, and I mean, eventually Mason does give you some information about a location, but yeah, he advised strongly on just surveilling until we know information about it. Um, and you know, it, don't want to really do anything until we know it's concrete once you're there, right? So, and he replies with, "I'm doing what I can," and also the update with the council. They're still debating because that's what they do, but it looks like we have the strong arm of making sure they understand that we solidify a defense in this citadel. Just for the worst case scenario that would happen. So he'll definitely acknowledge that message, and he's gonna be like, you know, he basically says he'll send information as he can, but like this one base so far that he got, and then he's gonna be talking back uh, forth with the Spectre team, obviously do their job good. So I'm sure there's more coming up, type of thing. STG, the Solarian Task Group, like the special forces for Solarians. That's what Leland is part of. Um, and then probably the drill as well. You know, once contacted the STG, drill would probably attend because everyone, for the most part, whoever you're contacting is going to comply because Cerberus is a mutual enemy. Um, so yeah, pretty much. And so obviously you got Arya Talok from Omega and Shadow Broker, and whoever else, Ethan the hacker, um, could help with it. Yeah, No. He's Riz Charlie. He wobbles back to to wherever you all are at. He's like, we well, I've sent messages to Mason as per it's my job, you know, as apparently I'm the acting captain here. Um, and I think the best plan to attack server to actually uh, just go through uh, different facilities. But you know, the problem is we don't know how well secure they are. So we need to get more intel on that rather than just go in guns blazing. We all might die. Only if you die. You killed them right back. Huh. Yeah, Dingerly's just spectating. I have his words. He flips over and he sees just random letters. Yeah. Uh. Nope. No. 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 Give it back. And kind of like lazily goes wherever he goes to lay down. No, this time you're actually at the torrent. Cripple. Yeah. Um, I'll say like Garrus will reply. Uh, he's all for kicking the shit out of Cerberus, and he will send a message to Jack, and then maybe possibly more allies have dealt with Cerberus before, so he'll put in a word and see what he could gather. So yeah, he'll keep in touch. Um, Probably it's more of a she contacts you, but like if you send in a message, I'm sure like something cryptic to someone, she could pick it up. So because she is a shadow broker, she could see it. um, and do you like encrypt that section, or do you let Gary see that message? Okay, okay, okay. Um, so eventually, you do get a contact from the shadow broker, and uh, part, and we'll let you know if we got some more information. You could contact me with this information. It's encrypted. Use this and got the information. Yeah, now you do. Okay. Um, so yeah, eventually you'll get a few messages here and there from Mason, and Garrus will eventually show up with Jack. Jack isn't too thrilled to go back into the ship, but at the same time, she does show an expression of wanting to kill Cerberus since she dealt with them. So she's okay. Right, right, right. No, she'll be all right. I mean, she'll join in. Um, okay. No, he left him. Yeah, he took all the space hamsters. Yeah. Um. Okay. Like, if you want to shop, you could tell me. And I guess either like send it through uh Discord, send it message, let me know. And we'll add it on to here, and then um like any specifics, yeah, let me know, and we can uh, say that you showed up at the shops to pick up whatever you kind of fast forward all that process. Um, I would say that you can, if you take a little bit of time, you could modify it. Okay, I would assume that you have decent knowledge of like how to tinker with things, so it shouldn't be that much of an issue for you. Um, I'll say like Garrus will stay in the ship, Jack, doing rounds of calibrating, talking the crew in the ship while you all are shopping. So he's kind of like, I guess, doing Overwatch with system checks and messages. This one specifically that he mentioned, it looked like it's not a big major site, but it's a smaller site that looks like it's like a hub of some sort. Like, um, not sure what exactly. Like maybe a commercial hub. So it might have like warehouses of whatever they're delivering. But it's not like a, a gigantic building or anything. So it is a connection that showed on that coordinate. Uh, so um, from the information that he gathered, mentioned that it's more of kind of like a desolate location at a random planet, like checkpoint sort of thing that's solely for Cerberus and whoever else is, you know, dealing with Cerberus there. So yeah, this one in particular, it's like some uh, like a moon from a planet. It's not like a habitable location, so any collateral damage. Um, Garrus is like, calm down there. And don't need to go too crazy. Uh, uh, you know, we'll have to look at it, but it does look like it's a possibility to destroy it, but want to go crazy. Could probably save it for other places. Yeah, and destroying this place is nothing. You're not going to get information by destroying this place, are you? You never know. Yeah, yeah. It's rough. I know. Um, Cerberus people. Um, they are inclusive, but we'll find a way. I mean, always sometimes entry point. Let's call it. So I think we'll find something there, one way or another. And especially if Mason got to be something. All right, and then one about hour and a half ish. Okay. Um, I'll say for the last thing before we go on here. The Eventually Garrus is looking through the Omni tool and got a message from um, Mason and Spectre, and he's like, this can't be. Hold on, let me double check this. And you see Garrus kind of scrolling through, kind of um, not really alarmed, but more intrigued. That like he has not really is aware of what this is, so he's like scrolling through, and then he goes, "So, um, Mason found something, and it's not really troubling, but it's more of a how. It appears to be some sort of old signal from one of the uh, kind of like matches the signal from a person I know. I'm just kind of verifying everything." He's like scrolling everything, and he's like, "Okay, I don't know if this is true, but there might be a location. They found a weak signal from somewhere. We got to figure out where, but um, believe this is Commander Shepard." And that's where we'll end that session. Yeah, I figured. Um, I mean, if you know of Mass Effect 3, they did hint that he was alive, so I figured that would be fun after 5, 6. So you know, and that's why like Garrett's just trying to figure out everything, cross-referencing things, and he just can't believe it. So he's like, this doesn't seem real. So that's where we'll end our session there. So he's gonna, he's excited, but weary. So we'll see what happens. I figured that'd be a fun toss up this finale that we're gonna have here. Um, right, exactly. So like, might have contact with Shepard for all we know. That would be cool. Um, ooh, I'm gonna have to roll for that. M Shep? I don't know. We'll see. Okay. God damn it. Oh God. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, that's the finale. Be like fuck Cerberus. Yep. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, later. Let me go ahead and raid. Ooh, someone I know I haven't raided in a while. Boomsies. She's playing Dark and Darker. I might actually try that one day. Like Dungeons and Dragons Escape from Tarkov. Um, that would be. Yeah, I mean it's free supposedly. Um, ish, right? There's like some paywall there. Speaking of, Baldur's Gate 3, it's fun. I do like that game.